Cool.
Open up your audio. See how I care.
I did.
I mean,
All right. So first thing is first. We're back. I'm going to remind Ambergreen that last time you were cursed, and your health is low. Do we just lose Montlarn, or are you refreshing the page?
I'm here. I see him.
Okay, I saw you dipped out of Roll20 for a second.
yeah, I saw him blinking.
Awesome.
Remember that I got cursed.
So
and we have not lifted that curse yet.
Your maximum health is currently lower, and we weren't able to lift it because you didn't have the spell prepared. Now that you have
long rest,
it doesn't.
Oh.
I don't think it does. Let me double check for you. But I believe we need to.
Well, yeah, I swapped it out. Last thing I did, I think the last thing I did was switch out that spell because I wasn't going to be able to cast it, but I needed to cast it at the very beginning of this campaign.
Yep. You were absolutely right, and yeah, it's cumulative curse until cured by remove curse or other similar healing magic. So you're able to cast remove curse at the end of your long rest after you go through whatever Ambergreen's equivalent of praying to prepare his spells is.
Two other questions. Couldn't a lay on hands do it? And is Portier around to...
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands won't work. We tried that. It won't cure a curse. It will just clear a condition.
Yeah, it'll clear out conditions and diseases and stuff. And Angela would not be able to do it because they were traveling out north this week and not at Chauvet at the moment. But no worries, Ambergreen, you are good, so you can remove that minus from your health bar there.
Also, do I heal all the way up, or am I still at 41?
Yeah, you'd be fully healed. Also, just so everybody knows, I mentioned this in the chat, but because of the lighting issue we had on Roll20 last time, I have changed us to the new dynamic lighting for Roll20. Unfortunately, the new dynamic lighting for Roll20 also doesn't work.
Fun.
So sometimes if you have any kind of lighting effects, the environmental lighting will disappear at random when the tokens move around. And I have not found a way to prevent or solve this, aside from just creating new environmental lights that are in the same spot. So we're just going to have global illumination turned on for every map that we use from here on out. There will still be walls and stuff. You guys won't be able to see through them. But, if we're going into any dark locations, I'll just have to tell you that it's dark, and you'll have to tell me that you have dark vision or light a torch. Or a lamp, whatever. So just a heads up for everybody. I did change the vision on your tokens. They should all be good, but let me know if we get to a map where you have sight if you can't see or anything. And also let me know, I had to fix your HP, AC, and speed on all of your tokens. Let me know if any of that is wrong. It should all be correct, but I had to manually update all the stats on the tokens because the reasons. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Cool. Yes. So you all got back from the second trip to All Saints where it was afflicted by sandstorm. Ambergreen has healed up. You came back. You reported the status in, and it was decided last time that you were going to explore the rocky area south of All Saints to maybe find a spot that the commission could take. to use as a base of operations for you all to get back into that city there.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Now, if you're all okay with it, I think we can jump right into it. I just have two things for you before we do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, please go right ahead.
I only had one request, and that was to ask either Mercurio, that's his name, right?
Mercutio?
Mercutio or yeah, Mercutio and Sophia for a lodestone or a magnete with a hole in it.
Ooh. Okay. You know what? Let's roll some dice to see if they have a magnet.
Maybe
give me
maybe ask Smitty if they didn't have one. If I could buy one off of him, maybe he has one as a tool.
you know what? Give me a tens digit.
A one? A what?
A tens digit.
I missed that twice. Wow. What the fuck did you say? I'm so sorry.
Tens digit.
No, yeah, let me edit that. Two different tens digits, please. So like
Now I understand what you
10
mean.
and 20
Like
or I'm not asking you to roll dice. I'm asking you to give me a number. 10 or 20 or 30, two of them.
give you a number?
A multiple of 10.
Please pick two multiples of 10.
50 and 100.
Not 100.
20.
50 and 20?
Yeah.
All right. Fucking.
Now I understand what you mean. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. I've just been rolling.
I think that's actually a valid what? Like that's not something we've done before. So I would be similarly. You want what?
You go to ask for a lodestone, and Mercutio does not have one. He does say he knows somebody back home who can get you one.
That'd be fun.
He will send for one.
Nice.
And if they're quick, we could see it in 2-3 weeks.
Awesome. And Smitty gives me a dirty look if I ask him for one.
Well, what would you need a magnet for?
Fishing in the desert.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Go ask Mercutio.
I did. It's gonna take 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks then.
All right, 2 weeks then. All right, that's all the personal business I had.
All right.
Would I have been able to get contact other players from Dex while we're doing this?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. So did you were gonna you wanted that and teleport circle, right? Or were you taking teleport circle as your level up?
No, I was taking teleport circle. He was going to give me the key to the one back at college as the first backup plan. And then the other one I get to know the tidy house. And then I was going to teach him teleportation circle. Contact other
Got it.
people.
Okay. So just to make sure you're clear on contact other plane, you don't get to choose who you contact. You are contacting essentially the DM with this spell.
So it's like a Ouija board.
You reach out into the beyond, and you gain information from some entity.
Right, but you don't know anything about that. I like that part. That's cool.
And they will.
Okay.
They will give you 5, basically yes or no, maybe yes, no, maybe answers. It's essentially ask the DM the spell.
Yeah, that's a bit of a crapshoot. I like it.
With a saving throw to not go insane.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I go insane, I can.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so as long as you're cool with all of that, you can absolutely have it. You can spend the downtime with Dex working on that. He'll also teach you the teleportation circle. The one that he's going to give you is one of the main magical entryways to the Fauneray Academy of Metanatural Sciences. It is fairly well guarded. It is in the city. It is the academy itself is only a district away from the palace. And the teleport circle is stationed in a protected walled garden inside the academy proper. So it's kind of in a restricted section. Just so you know where it is. And then you have the other one. So those are your 2 circles. Obviously, you can memorize any other circles that you find. Although, if they belong to dragon princes, I expect you're all going to want to break them instead. That's up to you, though.
Sounds reasonable.
He will also. So while you're doing that, Dex will also Nimbus. He will give you 1 pouch of enough ruby dust to cast the spell once. Or it's not ruby dust; it's just rare chalk, right?
Yeah. I think.
Rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems. Yeah. So he'll give you 1 pouch of the stuff, and he'll say, "Okay, so if you need to cast the spell at any point, here you go. Just we can get more, but this stuff doesn't grow like potatoes, so you use it in an emergency."
Right. That's what it's for.
Excellent.
Are you trying to figure out a way to make this grow like potatoes? Because my guild would love to know that kind of information.
Okay, Alice, you get 2 points for that.
And no, not out of the coral. No. The gems, the precious gemstones don't grow like that. Not that fast. And also, they're not made of animals.
Say you could get like a crystalline animal, though. Just saying.
I don't think it works like that.
You don't think there could be crystal animals? I mean, I'm looking at a Goliath right now. You don't think there could be crystal animals?
Well, there could be in this location. So yeah, if you find more gemstones, you can turn them into more.
So, are you not actually made of stone?
Dex says, "No, we just look like it." I know it's a popular like thing to say, but
no, I know. I mean, I am Smurf. Methlin, I definitely understand.
I mean, you can touch if you want, and you can tell that it's flesh.
Oh,
There's blood under there. You've seen it. I have been beaten by a giant glass monster before.
of course, I've seen it. But that doesn't mean that you are not at least part rock.
Well,
Except that
I'm
he's
no
not.
expert on where Goliaths come from anyway, so who knows?
Oh, wait, you're not an expert on where Goliaths come from? That means that it must be more complicated than what I was taught about normal things. Oh, God.
I mean,
Goliaths breed?
no. I mean, I came from my mother, but before that, I mean, like original.
So your mother must be some master craftsman?
No, we're spreading misconceptions here. This is no good.
Okay.
No, you're gonna like Van's gonna overhear you, and he's gonna start thinking weird things.
Right.
I mean, Van probably doesn't he get to take whatever form he thinks is most superior? We should ask Van why there would be no crystal creatures. He'd at least have an answer.
He
Perhaps the idea he'd turn to crystal.
He just thinks he's the best thing around. He doesn't necessarily know the best.
Well, that's not an unreasonable perspective.
I think Van might argue that there is a difference.
I'm sure he. If you want to get him on that subject, by all means. But
what's the difference between knowing you're the best and knowing that you know best? That's a good philosophical question.
One is a matter of form. The other is a matter of inner stance.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I would definitely agree with you in normal circumstances, Naya. Like for once, we're in agreement. But a beholder is the creation of ideal forms. He is a living embodiment of, and Alvis Taffer says, the equivalent to platonic forms in Cerberus' world.
Well, but again, those ideals come from the minds of the being that imposed them. Everybody's got a belief. Everybody's got a perspective and a bias.
Yeah.
So it's like, from Van's perspective, he is what he is. And if you're the best, then you strut your stuff.
So, yeah, exactly. So my question is, what's the difference between knowing that you're the best and knowing that you know best?
Because one is a matter of wisdom or intellect, and the other is a matter of being.
Well, yes,
confidence.
But, yes, and I agree with that. But in the case of Van, his entire being is his ideal. That's how beholders are made. If Van were to think that...
If you had no lack of confidence, if you had no ever waver in your perspective, then you have a perspective like Van.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's a mind thing rather than a form thing, rather than even an ideal thing. It just is what it is. You're in tune with your nature, and you are what you are. Period.
That's a very
no thinking
answer,
about it.
Also, one that's very stereotypical for a druid, and I feel now that's what I was going to get.
Speaking of nature, what's the plan?
I forgot how. I don't think we got that far. We were going to use it in the end, though. Like in the end,
she's gonna try to make you a wand of some sort, or close enough to it. And when you're ready to go back into the city, you'll have that as a possible tool for you to use.
After we've dealt with Dragon Guy.
Yeah, it's
Presumably,
it's been Redshift, so it won't be at Chose just yet. But by the time you guys are ready to go back into the city, somebody will have brought it by.
That actually reminded me too, just because it was a side thing. Did we get our climbing kits prepared over the week?
Yeah, absolutely. And additionally, these are the potions that you've gained from Soriana this week. So you have 2 climbing tablets.
tablets.
Yeah, just so some of the stuff she makes are in tablets. Some of the stuff she makes are in vials. It's just ease of use.
Single swallow suppository.
These ones crunch.
Okay.
Chew it. Get a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for an hour, and also have advantage on strength checks made to climb. You have an animal friendship draft, which lets you cast animal friendship, the spell, for 1 hour at will. And you have another gaseous form draft, which will let you gain the effect of gaseous form for an hour or until you end it.
That's a fun one.
Let me just toss the actual pictures of them in there for you. That'll make it a little bit clearer.
So how does the potion thing work? Does everybody get 1 or 2 or whatever the quantity is?
Those 4 are for your whole party.
Okay. I do not have animal friendship prepared, so
if you want,
that might be handy. Although it could be handy for anybody. So
the spell save is the same no matter who drinks it. So it's whoever wants it.
Right.
Yeah, we should definitely bring them along and then figure out, when they'll come in handy and figure out who should use them then.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, so was there anything specific you wanted in your climbing kit? Do you need just a restock, extra rope? I guess figure it out amongst yourselves what kind of tools you want. How much
you're going to need extra rope. You're going to need pitons. You're going to need
pulleys. For the dragon kin. Sorry. Dragonborn.
Thank you.
She does not need pulleys to climb a rope. No.
I don't have a lot of upper body strength, but I can do it. We also need enough rope and the pulley harness thing. We need to create a harness, so that should be part of the kit as well.
So just so you guys know, if you knot a rope, which shortens it by I think it shortens a 50-foot rope to 40 feet, maybe. But if you knot a rope, climbing up and down the rope is legally trivial. So you don't need to make any checks or anything to do that.
All right, and so knotting the rope shortens it by 10 feet?
For a 50-foot, yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's actually every 10 feet you have a knot, and a knot takes a foot of rope, something like that.
Oh, is that it? Okay, then it shortens it by 5 feet.
Roughly. That's not a bad sacrifice or trade-off for not rolling strength checks to fall.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. I think
I may be wrong about that. We might want to look that up, but I think that's how that works.
I gave away my rope.
Figure out what you're bringing.
I gave away my rope a while back, so maybe I should.
No, they have plenty of rope for us. We should definitely get a very, 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 very. I'm talking like this is going to sound ridiculous. A 2,000. And
basically the longest rope we can get hold of.
Exactly. And what's going to happen if we want a really shortcut thing? We have all sorts of harnesses and things to hammer it down, get it in place, high up, other additional spots. Sake of security.
But to leave a rope line in place.
But yeah, what we're gonna do, I think, I don't mean to volunteer you, but Maya, your giant eagle form, you can just carry a rope right to the top.
Right.
And with 2,000 feet, after not that would be more than enough for us to get pretty high. Whatever we want.
Sir?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I found it. Never mind.
And
well, keep in mind that the giant eagle can only lift I think about 500 pounds, if I'm doing my math right.
So,
which is actually a lot for a bird.
Like you could do 1 or 2 people at a time. Yeah.
I would say to consider this with it is that it wouldn't be an eagle holding entire 500 plus pound load of rope as it scrapes down across the rocks in place. It would start kind of giving some of the weight up spot.
Well, remember too, I could also carry somebody up to the top and keep the form, but keep lugging people up to the top one at a time. I mean, that might be faster than doing the rope shit. If I can lug 500 pounds as a giant eagle, I can call every single one of you up to the top.
That's true.
That's true. Also, I can't find shit about this fucking rope rule, so I'm just gonna go with Mont's suggestion because I think it feels right. So yeah, it's 1 foot per knot per 10 feet, so it just shortens it by like 4 or 5 feet if you knot it. But yeah, so I guess the question that I then want to ask is how much rope do you want? Keeping in mind that you will have to carry this with you as you venture into the rocky terrain because you won't be able to use the sand skiff when you get there. You are going to have to park that though.
All right.
How heavy is 45 feet?
I believe standard rope is 10 pounds for 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, it is.
So do I not need to carry 100 feet of rope with me?
Well, I mean that's up to you. You can put it on the skiff while you're driving, but you are going to have to get off the skiff at some point to explore. You'll definitely not be able to take the skiff into the rocky terrain. That much you know for sure. There's it turns into rock instead of sand, and the skiff will not go smoothly over that.
Right. I was going to say, we got a good look at it last time.
Yeah. So you will have to carry any supplies with you at that point. So do keep that in mind.
Okay.
Carry or
I still think my way is the faster way and the simpler way to just haul each one of you up to the top. If it was 25 people, that might be different. But for just 5 or 6 of us, yeah.
Yeah, I still think we're going to want to carry some rope. How much did you say it weighed again, sir?
It's 10 pounds per 50-foot chunk. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, I could actually only carry 100 feet, period. So.
Yeah, same.
Well, let's ask this question. How much rope do you all have between you right now?
I have 100.
Good question. I was just.
I have a 100-foot hempen rope ladder.
Nice.
Usually don't carry.
That's even more.
What was that?
I usually don't carry rope. I leave that for other people.
Yeah, that's fine.
I totally forgot. I've been carrying this thing around since we assaulted Dashrala's fortress.
Yeah, looks like. Oh no, I'm carrying 50 feet of hemp rope.
Okay, so that's 250 between you, and one of them is in ladder form.
I ain't got shit.
Okay.
I'll use mine.
So.
Oh wait, no, I have silk rope. I have 50 foot of silk rope.
300 foot of rope-like tools between you all. Do you think that's enough? Do you want to get more? Whoever wants to carry more can get more.
My rope is really good rope.
Alvis, did you get a sense of how tall the rock structures were as we were going by?
Do I have to make a cartographer roll or anything?
They are probably several hundred feet tall. You're not sure if you're going to need rope to, you're not sure if you're going to need to climb sheer faces, or if you'll be able to find pathways, or like more easily climbable surfaces up. The stuff here is going to vary a lot. You're going to run into a lot of like sharp plateaus and breakoffs and valleys and stuff.
There you have it, boss.
So we may want to bring, at least another 100-foot length. As long as we're conservative with the rope, as long as we don't leave it in place, we actually probably do already have enough, but we may hit a challenge we just can't match if we, find a well or a particularly tall structure we need to climb.
We're gonna
I
need,
have 100 that I plan to kind of leave on the skiff, but if I can haul it if we need it. I'm not I'm not heavily encumbered yet, but I'm encumbered at a very low level. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm carrying enough in gear that I literally cannot be unencumbered. So I'm just trying to avoid being heavily encumbered.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I mean, I can carry rope, and if it comes down to a fighter, drop it.
Right.
Actually, looking through my inventory, I do have one more question for you, sir.
Sure.
Does Maisie have another canary for me? I'll tell her the tragic story that happened in the last one.
Well, she does have canaries. There are always people who are checking out caverns and stuff and need to stay safe. So
we're just about to do that.
She says, that's what they're trained for. So
they're trained to just stoically breathe and die.
Yeah.
Or die.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So take care of her for as long as you can. But go ahead and take one.
Fantastic. And how's my little buddy Seagull doing?
It is I believe by now it would be mostly grown, mostly matured by Seagull ages.
Fantastic. And it basically grew up here at this place, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. I am going to present Sir Gully to Lucent and be all like, behold the messenger seagull. It will fly back here.
From where?
Wherever you take it. It'll fly back here.
I see. Are you taking it with you?
Oh no, not yet. No. I
has to be trained.
Yeah, I wanted to gift it to the fucking commission. He says bashfully.
She says, all right, well, I take it you've had Maisie in on this scheme.
Actually, I didn't tell Maisie shit.
You should probably let her know that.
Okay. Well, there's that.
Right. So
yeah, I got a messenger seagull.
she will I mean she can talk to animals. So she will help this seagull get used to carrying information. If that's
And I will name it Jonathan Livingston.
Good name. Where'd you get that from?
Excellent.
Man, just some old book.
Nice, yeah. We'll name it Jonathan.
Okay. Now, tell me about the that you desire, or how much you're saved a princess a few times. It is true.
It's what she asked me to remember.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well done.
I'd forgotten that I wanted to bring it up after that encounter. So since we're back in town,
I never would have remembered
That's a good thing to
Holtzman's
spend your downtime.
first name.
Please take an inspiration point on your character sheet to use whenever you like for doing that.
word.
Hold a nice little ceremony.
Now then, we do want to get on our way. So do you have everything that you want? Do you have your supplies?
Sounds like it.
Okay. Did I say that? I feel like I forgot to say this. This was the other thing I was going to say, and then it didn't happen. Nimbus had a birthday a few days ago, and he is 33 years old now. Please.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday, Nimbus.
And the next one isn't for a few months. All right, and it is indeed getting hotter and hotter out here in the desert. And rainier and rainier on the edge. It's a very weird situation here, weather-wise. The children are keeping things sort of secure and growing and blooming, especially now that spring is coming along. Things are starting to flourish a little bit. But it is a eternal, perhaps, work in progress. Now, let me put you on the world map, and you all can get to traveling. So we're going to do the same thing that we've done the past few times with the skiff. You will need to, let me just double check what the actual numbers are here. You'll be able to go 2 hexes on the first shift, 3 hexes on the second shift. You will need to get the skiff moving at the start of every day, and then we will need to make a Arcana or Strength check to keep on track, depending on who is piloting and how they're doing.
I'm using a spell slot for Gust of Wind.
You want to use a spell slot, or do you want to try to make your survival check to Giant Eagle the kite into the air? Because that's also an option. And as always, you get
let's try that.
You get your wild shapes back on a short rest.
Yeah, I press the long rest button, so everything is reset. Okay, so let's try the dice roll. I mean, what the hell? Right?
Okay.
Right.
It's a survival check, right?
You are a druid.
Yes!
Nice.
I like it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Word is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Montlarin, do you want to do we want to discuss this question that you've asked before?
I would have asked Arissa really quickly if she knew what Frey was.
Well, you had this in text. It was scratched into a stone. In fact,
Right. Exactly.
So, Montlarin's remembering all kinds of shit today.
Right. Helps you when you take notes, I suppose. I don't.
Yeah, is he scrolling down into his notes section, perhaps?
Right. I was thinking that.
Well, I'm thinking that I'm totally lazy because I don't. I rely on you guys.
Oh yeah, me too.
It was spelled in that way.
Got it. Okay.
And it should be noted that the message itself was very it was very choppy. It was spelled like that, right?
Right.
So if you tell her that, wow, this happened like months and months ago. I'm trying to remember when, in fact.
It was when we went to Foggy Hill. Like, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was nearly a year ago, in fact.
What? Really?
9 months ago, yeah.
Yeah. Foggy Hill was a while ago.
This has apparently come to Montlarin in a flash, in a dream, in a cold sweat.
Going over shit while I meditate, you know?
So if you bring that to Arisa and it's just, what you forgot to tell me about this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I don't see how that could be referring to anything else but Vraybast. That was a big city.
Where was it?
Up in the mountains, north of here, in fact, north of Shozai.
Oh no.
Yeah, actually, I have one instance of Raybass now that you actually bring it up or the map, and I pull out the map that I got from our intrepid friends from a past long gone, and then I pointed out just north, like she said, up the mountains is Vaybrass.
Is it near Foggy Hill?
It's north of it, yeah.
Yeah, northwest. It's
northeast.
Northeast, rather.
Yeah.
Northwest of All Saints is what I wanted to say. Go under your notes and then under the that's I don't know if you guys have the collector's notebook, but over a view of Vess. That's the map I'm talking about. The contemporary map.
When we found Foggy Hill, I was hoping to set up a bubble. Way back.
A lot of other stuff has happened.
Yep.
It might be, encased in lava or rock, whatever.
Well, it
Or the
depends
old
what
forest could have grown on it with the redshift.
depends what erupted means. I mean, if Vrabast was a volcano, then okay, that's clear. If it's not, then is it a geyser? Is it something else that erupts? But it's probably worth taking a look at some point. I completely forgot about Vrabast. Vray.
Yeah, maybe we ought to send scouts that way when we get a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
Ottawa.
He's apparently. Well, I'll have a chat with Lucent and see if maybe there's room for another obelisk up there, like you said. I know Dex has been working on the one down by that old forgetful house. That's kind of weird. I forgot a few times just by like going back to one of the other obelisks. And then I had to be reminded that place even exists.
Oh, interesting.
But
That spell is really strong.
I guess so. Yeah, go. Pack for your trip. I'll talk to her.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Back to the adventure. Naya rolled really well on her survival check to catch the wind. So you're able to go where you want to go at maximum speed. Well, not yet maximum speed.
So my OCD would like to really clear those 2 hexes on the map.
That's up to the party.
Do it.
I mean, yeah. I know how you feel.
I didn't have OCD until like right now, but I want to clear those.
I assume we're going, around here somewhere.
That's what I assume.
Yeah, I was actually thinking we might want to anchor on the south side.
Okay.
So that if folks from Alsanes are looking, they won't see us. You know what I mean?
That seems reasonable.
It's pretty far away, but yeah, it's a flat place.
Right.
So
he can fly too, so
I don't know how those dragon eyes of his work either.
Not a bad plan. So tell me how you're going to arrange the shifts today. Remember, you're moving 2 hexes in the first shift and 3 hexes in the second. You'll lose a hex if you fail the check.
I'm a navigator. I'm far too busy and important to actually drive the ship.
Yeah, that's fine.
Be taking.
We were doing me first shift last time. I think there was a reason for that, right? My rules were better.
All right, then let's see them. You got to make an athletics check to keep that sail steady.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Nice. Please move 2 hexes in your desired direction, and then once you're ready to swap off with Nimbus, you can do your usual Arcana check. I assume you're doing the same thing as usual. No problem. We'll use the first one. So you're able to move 3 hexes wherever you wish.
So are we clearing those and then coming below?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay, and just to keep things moving along fairly quickly, can I assume that we're using Tiny Hut and Ambergreen, that you are using Create Food and Water?
Indeed.
Yep.
I do have Naya always carries at least a couple rations with her in case there's need.
Yeah, and that's a good plan. Ambergreen could always get incapacitated. But as long as you've got some food and some water, Ambergreen can easily multiplicate it for you over the course of a ritual casting. as long as he has that spell prepared. So, because you have the benefits of supremely high level magic, you're able to trivialize some of this survival out in the deep desert the ways many of your colleagues cannot. So that's one day down. If you just want to do the same thing over again, we can make those same 3 checks right in a row. So Naya, you've got all your wild shapes back. If you want to do the same thing again with the kite, you can make another survival check. Also, Naya, do keep in mind that you've had inspiration for a very long time. Be sure to use it to gain an advantage on any d20 check whenever you want once.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be this one, but just letting you know.
I'm not sure that I am always cognizant of what's a d20 roll, to be honest.
Basically, any skill check or attack or saving throw, right?
Most things, yeah.
Okay, so, Sir, I will go ahead and use inspiration now so you can clear that off your shit.
You just click it, and it goes away. Click the D&D symbol.
It wasn't a good roll.
So inspiration gives you advantage, so you can roll that one more time. Don't roll it with advantage, though. Just roll it. Okay.
Yeah, see, that paid off.
It did help. So yeah, make sure you clear out the advantage toggle on your sheet.
I don't usually have advantage on.
Right. Sorry, not the advantage. Make sure you clear out the inspiration toggle on your sheet. And
how do I do that?
A little ampersand.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so all I had to do is click on it.
Yep, cool. And once again, day 2, you're able to get the skiff going. So Montlaurent, let's see your good athletics check again. Yes, very nice. Please move 2 spaces. And Nimbus, let's see your Arcana check.
Oops, I keep double clicking. I don't know why.
Well, the 20 is good. So I'll go ahead and clear these 2 X's for you. And then
Thank
you
you.
can move
my OCD thanks you.
move your 3 spaces.
An old habit on Windows XP.
Cool.
Funny how you don't have OCD until you do. That's not to make fun of anybody who actually has OCD.
I'll be honest with you. I felt that they were trivial enough that we could just let.
I know that intellectually, but the gamer in me wants to clear those.
I can say I got that FOMO that there's a secret there, you know?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. It's that kind of thought that makes us drive around the legendary ruin.
I will ask this. Was there anything secret there? Was there anything more than sand that we were able to...
There's a whole lot of sand. I mean, maybe there's something under all this sand, but who knows?
I need to get my lodestone.
Yeah. Now
you
then,
might be able to find one in the desert.
Now we'll get into we'll just go right ahead past the evening. You know, this is a pretty easy trip for you guys, and you've made it out here a solid 3 times now, including this one. So you are able to you've really gotten used to, you know, riding and handling the skiff clearly. Not what I was gonna say. It's okay. You are able to skate over the sand, take your rest, and feast on dry bread and meat. And Amber Green, you are duplicating rations, right? You're not actually producing divine potato mush.
Right. No, I'm duplicating rations.
So no trickster rule for the party. Not today.
Divine potato mush?
Yeah, normally it produces, if you cast it with a spell slot, it produces bland but nourishing food.
I call it stone soup. I have a whole song about it.
Yeah, you guys are good to keep going. So Naya, you're up again. Oh,
Is it good enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good enough. So Montlarin, you're up again.
Yay!
Nice.
All right, go ahead and move 2.
What a team!
Hey, you guys are getting good at this. And I think that proficiency bonus is helping. Okay, Nimbus. So you will need to so you will need to spend some kind of resource such as a spell slot, or you'll need to roll that again and hit a 20 instead of a 15. Otherwise you'll lose 1 hex for this shift.
Go.
I'm gonna go with the route we've tried in the past. Plus,
the object that is in your way. Okay. Yeah, so you're not able to redirect in time. You are able to rush out into the front of the skiff and obliterate a loose rock, a loose bunch of gravel, really, out of the path.
Ooh, was any of it magnetic?
I don't know. Did you wave a?
Was any of it?
I threw out a 10-foot string with my iron torque tied to the end of it while we ride.
I don't think any of the gravel was magnetic.
It was worth a shot. I mean, like Mont
Sure,
said,
it is actually.
The chance is literally astronomical that I get sky metal. But you know what? My character canonically has an iron torque, so.
Nimbus, you can move 3 spaces.
All right. I think the ones we want.
Okay. Now, you will have to camp out here for the evening, as once you arrive, it is getting dark, and the nothing but the stark white tower looming overhead. But now, beyond, instead of just sand, it is beyond a few of the reddish hills that poke up from the horizon fairly nearby.
Right. Run the bird scan as camp.
Good call. Okay. Now the question here is: do you want to take the skiff all the way to the edge, or do you want to park it here and walk? Which would be 1 hex of difficult terrain.
Well, it's not difficult for Naya, but maybe she could go ahead and wild shape and scout it out to see how rough it actually is.
Well, it'll be difficult terrain because you'll be walking on sand.
It's not difficult for Naya. She is not. Difficult
She's
terrain no longer applies.
Cool. Okay. So, but for everybody else, and because Naya has to keep up with the party, it'll take party speed.
Right.
So how long would it take for us to go from where we are to the next hex and to the rocks?
It's normally 2 hours per hex, so it would take you 4 hours to get there.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
I think it's 2 hours per hex, right? It's 4 hexes a day.
Yeah.
I think I kind of want to park the skiff right here.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of keeping the skiff a bit hidden.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. In that case, Naya will probably need you to get it started again.
That's fine. I have a spell slot saved for it.
Just in case you need it.
Yep.
Well, you just need to hit that 15 first.
Oh, good to know. I didn't know what the number was.
God damn it.
Now, on this one, I would like you to mark down that you're using a wild shape, because unless you get another short rest before you do your exploring, you won't have a short rest for free here.
How long would it take
if
to get there?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, you get a short rest on the way. And this is correct. Yeah, because it does take time to travel. So as long as you fly back down and take a short rest on the skiff, you're good actually. So
if we are at a stop, it's going to need something to prime the pump. So, are we at a full stop or what?
Yeah. You camped overnight. You're on day 4 now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you still want a wild shape. I mean, you'll get it back if you succeeded, and then in the worst case, you could cast that spell.
All right. So, wild shape is lasting half my druid level. So, I've got 4 hours of wild shape to get to the rocks and back. And then I've got another wild shape I could use to actually haul people up.
I think we're just using your wild shape to get the kite going. The 1 hex that it needs to go to make the last stretch for now.
What do you think, guys?
Wants you to scout ahead.
Is it worth it? You want me to scout? You want me to just walk with the party?
Well,
I'm good with whatever.
Once I think there, you're still going to have a couple hours. As neat.
Once you lift up the kite and get it started, Naya, you can land back on the skiff, and for the hour or so that it takes to travel that hex, you'll get a short rest and you'll get your wild shape back.
Okay. I'm okay with parking the skiff in the shadow of those rocks.
Cool.
Good. Yeah, I definitely think that's what we should do. And I think that you should specifically rest while we pilot the skiff too, so that you get your wild shape back, because we're going to need both of those, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, all right. Sir, do you want me to use it and then recover it, or just call it good?
No, yeah, you don't have to use it if you're going to recover it immediately. But go ahead and make that survival check.
Okay.
Cool. All right. And since you're just going a short distance, you're getting right to the edge here. I'm assuming you're going northeast?
Yeah.
Northeast. Yeah.
All right. You are able. You don't even need to make a check mod.
Thank God.
You are able to pull up the skiff after an hour or two of travel this morning, and stop it a short way away from where the sand really turns into like harsh gravel. And you are indeed somewhat in the shadow of one of these plateaus. It's looking out before you, and I'll even give you one more because it is pretty flat. One more hex that you can look at. The terrain is stained red rock, currently baking in the sun.
Sir, is it like buttes?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's what I had in my mind. Okay.
There is actually, like a bit of plant life out here. Dry shrubs, more than just the occasional, tiny patch of cactus out there in the sand. and the hills themselves, aside from rocks and boulders that dot the landscape around you and sort of break up the horizon line, the hills themselves, there are not so many of them that they are impossible to count. They are sort of cleanly separated into groups, perhaps with ravines between them or wide valleys that you could make your way through. Um, they are kind of stepped in a way where you imagine you could possibly, if you wanted to, climb these steep walls, get to a checkpoint sort of, and then climb up another layer a few times before you were at the top, which is relatively flat.
Does it look like traversable terrain for our new goats?
You think this area would probably be, the goats would do just fine. They're hardy animals, and they live in all sorts of environments that are just dry in general. But there's no way you're going to be able to drag the skiff over this turf.
No, what I was looking at was parking, like where we are. And then if we had goats with us, actually being able to use them as mounts. But I don't know how. That's why how climbable these buttes are would be relevant.
The goats are not trained as mounts.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they're trained as pack animals. So yeah,
Okay.
if you had some stuff that you wanted to put on a goat or two and bring them out here, it's going to work great for whatever team comes out here like that. And especially if you can find, so as a reminder, we talked about it earlier. If you can find a spot in this area that makes a good base to put an obelisk, that those goats will be vital to the transport and labor just in general, building this place up. But first, you've got to find something secure, perhaps something that already exists that you can take if such a thing exists out here. So far, you don't see anything, but you're on the very edge right here, so there's plenty of room to explore. And now that you're here, depending on what you want to do, if you decide to climb one of these plateaus, that will most likely take a while. It would take a long time unless Naya's gonna wild shape you up and down.
I did figure on doing that.
As for just overland travel, you're just going to be going at a standard 1 hex per 2 hours as usual.
So my question to the group is going to be, okay, does anybody see of the outcroppings that we're seeing here, anything look promising where we want to start? Because I'll then wild shape and start hauling you all up there.
Well,
we have 4 hours of wild shape to get you up.
I don't think the place where we're going to set up a base is going to be on. We don't get into our most local this can fly, and so we would just be at the disadvantage.
Well, I'm not looking at cliffside so much as outcropping and cave.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying is I'm not sure, we can definitely go up and scout from a little higher up, but I think a lot of what we're looking for is areas kind of down and thin.
Right.
So we don't need to worry too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for traces of old water runs and other things like that, so we can find the lowest area and work from there.
Right. Likewise,
any vantage point to find the lowest area might be a good idea. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's definitely value in taking observations from atop any of these buttes, but I also think that what we're going to find is either going to be in a cave on the side of one of these, or in a valley or a gulch, or in some unexposed area. We're going to find the ruins of that settlement that's supposed to be around here somewhere.
Fuck, I would love to find a canal or a goddamn well.
Right, exactly.
Given my roles, I'm not being very perceptive, I think, over my maps and my instruments, but I am trying to investigate sources of water too, or previous water passes. You know,
you're on the very edge for now, so you're not going to find too much here.
That investigation roll was pretty good.
Yeah. So let me know which way you want to go, and then we can take it from there.
Okay.
I kind of like that. It depends on what we see on the 2X's next to us when we first step into this big open red zone.
Right. Like I'd like to explore enough to get a sense of how big the entire outcropping is for sure.
So I'm kind of interested in this one. I'm going to ping it. It's just to the northeast of us. But it looks like there might be a crevasse or a valley or something that goes between higher level outcroppings that might be like a mount track or, something like that that might be interesting and useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we want to go northeast, right?
First. Yeah.
But I'm fine with following Alvis because he's the cartographer.
Cool. And yeah,
what do you
I
see
will
with
give you
bird eyes for
the
this?
flat terrain. The bird eyes have to wait for a campsite, but because that does take a little bit of time. But I mean, just the distance that you can see over the horizon, anyway, unobstructed, wide fields of this dry, cracked stone out before you.
Is the elevation different at all, or is it just flat and rocky?
It's fairly flat all east and southeast of you.
More Gobi, less Sahara?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is, as I said, there's definitely more vegetation around here. There's also more animal life. You're able to see of what you haven't disturbed yet, especially out in the distance. Birds circling, and you have already scared away a good handful of desert mice. As you're
have we seen any snakes or lizards or?
Oh, lizards for sure out on the rocks. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Snakes, less so. Maybe they're very well hidden.
Would you say that or when you say that there's wildlife, are you saying it's distributed like it might be on a plain or a prairie, or is it more concentrated in particular areas?
No, it's still fairly sparse. It's just, this is the compared to the space you were traveling for the past few days and have been for the past few weeks, this is positively blooming with wildlife. But compared to a grassland, this is certainly still a desert.
Right. Okay. But it's the mathematically the distribution is relatively normal rather than say clustered. Gotcha.
Yes. Now to your northwest there is a slightly shorter plateau. To your direct north there is sort of a paired plateau with that has a you can see sort of the great crack that sort of where they meet, which is on the south side, the way that you're facing if you're looking north.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely worth investigating.
That crack definitely has potential.
That's
all right.
That's what everyone else is. Right, a cat on the.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because of the crack, it might be easier to climb up and get that vantage point so that we can check if it's worth going down south. I would really hate to have to march that.
Right. If that little notch in the corner is another butte, kind of like the one that's on the northwest over there, then this outcropping is just bigger than I expected. Really was all I was really getting at.
Well, what I'm looking at is that both of the one on our immediate northwest and then the mustache to our immediate north look like they provide an abundance of shade. They're big enough to produce shade, but also might have a cave or something in there where maybe they don't have anything, but they might have disturbed enough ground to produce a good location for us.
Right. I mean, it might be sparse, but there's obviously moisture here. You know what I mean? So the low places and caverns and things would be the way to look for it, I think.
Okay, well, just let me know when you think it's time for me to wild shape, and I'll just fly up and take a look.
All right, let me know when you guys move.
We did.
Oh, you did. Okay, great. Mon, did you spend a spell slot on your horse?
I did not. I figured that was not going to work out for me this time. Yep.
Cool. In that case, then we are all ready to bring you guys over here.
Oh, fun. New map.
Rapid performance notification.
Please tell me that you all can see with your tokens.
I can.
There are lines of sight, but yeah, I can see.
That's amazing.
Okay, good.
I have weird lines of sight.
That is working as intended, I think.
Okay.
Do you see something strange, or do you just see
we can't
that there are rocks
see
in front
peaks?
of you?
We can only see like the lower right.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's a typical line of sight kind of issue.
Okay, great. As you approach the plateau, it becomes clear that there is a particular space that sort of where several large boulders sort of shape themselves into a series of archways, almost not quite connected. There's still light bleeding in between the cracks, but it gives you the impression that there might be something like a cavern in that direction. To your northwest is fairly flat. To your southeast is fairly flat. This is the most interesting thing that you found as you've walked north and sort of scouted it out. And now you've made your approach here.
I would like to roll an investigation for water or other buildup of moisture.
Okay. Embergreen, are you actually turning undead for any reason?
No, dude, I didn't mean to hit that button.
Cool.
As I'm moving.
Yeah, Alvis, you can do investigation for signs of water. Okay. The dirt here is it is firmer and less dusty than elsewhere, especially close to the edge of the sands. It's do you dig when you attempt this?
Maybe I will or I'll instruct Keen to do so with her claws a bit, especially if I do things like if we're going down a little bit.
So she dig maybe like 6 inches down, right? Just get through
probably
the.
just.
Oh, if you do you want to pull out an entire 5-foot chunk?
I don't have to pull out an entire 5-foot chunk.
Oh, okay. Tell me how much Minecraft you perform.
Well, since it's not a spell slot, I would be working incrementally.
Okay. Shall we say? Well, I mean, we can still say a 6-inch cube if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, we could start there.
Okay. So at the bottom of the 6-inch cube Alvis Tower that Nimbus provides for you, you find what is definitely clay.
This is good soil. And this is worth investigating. Let's go further.
I'd like to roll.
Not digging the hole.
I'd like to roll a perception.
Sure. What for?
Oh my god! I have 9 in perception. This is terrible.
Well, what did you want to look at?
Wow.
Or look for?
I was looking at for traces of water sources, the walls, which might have a trickle of water. I was looking for any trace of history, or if this was simply created from a shift in the rocks.
Yeah, you don't see any signs of like stonework or anything like that. Certainly no wood or anything. And the rock out here appears dry, although it is in the it is at this angle normally in shadow in the daytime. So it's a little cooler here than it must be on the other side of this plateau.
Sure.
I suppose while we are looking for profit things that would in the
Got it. Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you see oh, that's a cool lighting effect. Is that supposed to be? I guess that's okay, yeah, it's because you moved up there. Got it.
Weird. The gray area?
The gray area is supposed to happen because that's your fog of war.
Wow, I'm so used to not seeing that work.
Does it normally not work?
It always seems to be like an either or for me, right? Like either Either it's perfectly opaque or I've explored it.
Oh god, what just happened?
Everything.
Is it?
Yeah, nothing changed for me.
Okay, all the lighting disappeared on my screen.
Oh no.
Weird. If I refresh it.
See in a few.
No, the lighting actually looks like it's working.
Cool. So the like opacity. Hang on. Stop moving around for just a second.
Sorry.
So no, it's okay. The lighting opacity has completely changed for me, even though I don't think the opacity in the lighting module has changed. No, it's the same. Okay.
It was pitch black when I was in the corner, and then when I moved to where I am now it's all half opaque.
I think you can blame me.
What? Wait. So if I move you there, no, that doesn't do anything. Huh.
No, now it's half opaque again. It's not full opaque anymore.
Yeah, it's your fog of war working, right? Because you've seen that area now, even if it's not currently in view.
I get it.
Okay, so yeah, that's your fog of war. But the strange thing for me is that I was able to previously clearly see what light you guys could see, but once you started moving, the darkness became very, very transparent, and now it's at like 10% opacity, and I can't fix it.
Crazy.
And it hasn't changed in the settings.
Shader problem.
Which is
cool. Here, I mean, I zoomed it out so you can see it on the stream.
I could just I've just pumped up the opacity a little bit more, so now I can see it more clearly. All right. Nimbus. You find two like over here. You find two skeletons of some of those mice that you've seen running around. It looks like they must have been eaten at some point by something. Although it's nigh impossible to tell what.
But some sort of predator. Can I at least get an idea of like was it a little bit more of like a smaller sort of thing, or is this something that like, took big ol' like bite through bone?
It's very hard to tell. It's the mouse is small to begin with, and this is like bits and pieces of a couple skeletons. You think?
I see. So,
yeah,
things that'll predate. Desert.
All right. So now that I have given that information, you guys can feel free to continue doing what you're doing.
Cool.
Okay, Montlaurent, what's your passive perception, real quick? Everybody, stop.
Passive perception is fuck. How do you calculate that again?
It's 10 plus your perception.
13.
Okay. In that case, you are surprised.
Oh, hello.
Okay, and we're gonna roll some initiative. Please do.
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Not too surprising.
Is it like darklings or whatever the things that hang off the ceiling are?
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're very surprised.
Dumbfounded.
Oh, the 8 is actually.
Okay, can you re-roll it for him, and then I'll get him added in there. Yeah, okay.
I'm not trying to move. I'm just trying to select Keen as a single token.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
That Do you have the token selected, Nimbus, when you do that?
I thought I did. All right, well,
Try it again.
You might
Hello?
not have some, or wait. Let me just independently move in case I have both.
Okay, sure. There you go.
There, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I have them
you
both
did have
select.
both select. Okay.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
Okay.
He rolled.
So yeah, 16, and I think it would actually technically be a 5. You can give it.
Oh, because
because
because he only has a +1, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Cool. Good call. All right.
Not that 3 points is going to matter much, but
go ahead and give the initiative here. And okay. Now you are surprised, which means you do not get an action. You can't take actions or reactions. Or rather, you is it you can't move or take an action, and you can't take a reaction until your turn is over. So, Albus Taver, you're surprised by the sound of something bursting out of the ground south of you, around the rock, and probably Montlarin making a shout of some sort.
Right.
That's up to you.
Yeah, something like, "Oh, come on!"
Literally 15 foot into the, not even into a cave, just around some rocks.
Right, just around the corner.
But Albus, you can't move, nor can Keen.
Is that a death bug?
You have your reaction back now, Albus Taver, so you're no longer surprised. It is this creature's turn, though, Albus Taver. You see a monstrous creature, the shape of a lobster, roughly. And it will.
I'm going to spend a free action to taunt it and say that I'm going to use its chitin for armor.
Okay.
On my mount.
It seems to have perhaps heard its companion south, and the four black pearl eyes lock onto you, and it scuttles. 2, 3, 4, 5,
and Skittles.
6. Yes, it does. And that was enough to get in range to for it to try to bite you, Albus Taver. So it's going to do that on its turn. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, this is versus your AC. I don't think a 12 hits Albus Taver, though.
No.
Keen is able to, dance you out of the way. Okay. And you'll be ready to riposte on your turn, I'm sure. Nimbus, you are surprised. Now you are not surprised. Ambergreen, Naya, all of you have now passed being surprised. You can use reactions if you want. A third beast appears and begins to move in. 6. And the one on you is ready. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to use that point of inspiration.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. Maybe I should have. I'm going to hold it though. I think I'm going to take the 7
and takes away.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So, Nimbus Naya, you can't quite clearly see this thing, but what you do see is a gout of acid ricochet off the wall behind Montlarin and spray in a fan harmlessly out into a cloud around the both of you.
It's not weird.
What is an onkeg?
Gross.
They're crunchy.
They're very big.
They're giant ass antlions come to eat your face.
They're crunchy.
So, Lauren, you are
y'all are not helpful.
If you don't crunch them,
you're
they'll
gonna take
crunch you.
7 acid damage.
Yeah, already did.
Cool. And Badaf's up. Badaf's surprised. Never mind.
Yep.
Montlarin, you're surprised. You're no longer surprised. Okay. Keen, and then Albus Taver. It's your turn.
Boom. Selecting that. Hoot! Except Keen does not hoot. Keen's jaw is opened, and it might have made a skittering noise if it could make noise.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Yeah, nicely.
Wow.
Okay. Nice 1+1 on that other one, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So it will take 14 bludgeoning damage, and see if it can't avoid being knocked prone. That's a strength saving throw. Nice. It's a saving throw. So
I figured.
But yeah, she is able to sink her claws into the what passes for a chest of this beast and rend a significant amount of guts onto the ground.
Well done.
Nice.
Will she be moving you at all, or no?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on top of her, of course.
Okay, so I think we ruled it's because she's taking attack. She's an independent mount, right? You're not controlling her?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But because she's familiar, she does what I tell her to.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to be? Was my question.
Yeah. I'm gonna do basically the equivalent of a 5-foot step and just try to weasel my way in right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're small.
So like that's the whole trample thing.
Yeah, totally. That works. All right, you're in the zone. Go ahead and give me your turn, Albus Taver.
Yeah, I had a question if we figured something out, because I know we might have done one half of the thing, but maybe not experimented with the whole thing. Can I use the fire crystal gauntlet foci to focus on my melee attacks, or is it just my spells that I've experimented with?
It is purely a focus for Keen, and you can cast some spells through it.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Then that means that I'm going to smack it with my rapier. Yeah?
No, actually. That one will you'll try to do it, but in its flailing as you're moving around it, you manage to only strike a tough piece of its claw that does not crack.
Right. Maybe if I did it again?
Yeah, you can try again. Okay, this time this time, and you do get sneak attack because you're on Keen, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. This time you are able to flurry again, and after the claw had been flailed away, you are able to take the opening to ram the blade directly up this creature's throat as it was preparing a bubbling acid blast for you, and it has failed to do that.
Well, since you've said that, this also, like, the reason why I asked this question is because it's definitely one of interpretation, one for the DM. Can I disarm it of its mandible, sort of like cut one of its mandibles off with this? That's up to your philosophy on what a weapon is for a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd allow that, but hold on to your superiority die for an enemy that's alive, perhaps.
Oh, sweet! Well, maybe just because it's a thought that I had, I did it, but because it was already dead, it wasn't. I didn't need to put the
Sure.
skill or forefront behind it, so
Sure, yeah.
I stabbed it in its throat and cut off one of the mandibles.
That's totally okay. Nimbus, I assume you hear a roar of triumph from your north.
Yeah, whatever sound there. Oh, I saw an. Okay. Probably step over here to take a better look. On seeing two of them going with pride and one mage armor,
Okay.
one icy dragon breath on Badath,
Okay.
a level 2. And probably taking a step back here. Badath, know what's up.
All right. Set to get. Hang on. Why didn't that work? Hold on. Wait. Please hold.
Dinner. Grab it.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Evergreen, you're good. Please take your turn.
I was gonna say, you mean it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm. You are no longer surprised. You are now seeing lobsters.
Awesome. Give me 2 seconds to myself with a thing in my fingers.
We're now seeing lobsters.
Ooh, out of character, we found another source of acid, Nimbus. Oh, he's AFK. Damn it.
Well, source.
Remember, however, that source is absolute sketch and is to be used with all precautions enabled at arm's length.
As is all acid.
As is all people who offer to sell you coke before they happen to mention that they have those softer drugs.
Oh, right.
Right. If his side business is the acid, mushrooms, etc., he knows a guy, and he's actually a coke dealer who knows a guy.
Well, I mean,
It's close to the border. He knows the MAM.
duh.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I have an intimate knowledge of this sort of market. That also said, he can get me some golden teachers. I'm down.
The golden teacher is the one inside your mind. Especially since you're blonde.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, now that I'm not holding a piece of foil with glue on it.
I thought you were taking a break from all that.
We are.
Art? Oh, do you mean drugs?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, actually, I have been doing a pretty good job of not. In fact,
He hasn't been
the
drinking.
last 2 days before tonight, I didn't even drink anything, like at all, for 48 plus hours, like almost 50 something hours.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. That's kind of hard. Very good.
I don't know that it's hard so much as it's like decide to do it and then do.
I agree, but even so, that state of mind thing is kind of hard.
Decide to do it's the hard part, right?
Right. Decide to do it is the hard part, and not to derail too hard, but I was reminded yesterday by a thing from Facebook when it's like, hey, 10 years ago you said this. And that was 10 years ago when I had kicked my baby mama out of that. Well, sorry, when the government had kicked my baby mama out of the house. And I had decided that maybe I should only drink on the weekends. And so I made an effort to do that and ultimately did. So I've been reminding myself that it's not really that hard to like only drink on the weekends. And was doing that. And then I got this Facebook thing that's like 10 years ago. And I was like, fuck, dude, it's been 10 years since I decided don't drink every day. Weird. The world. Anyway, my turn, right?
It super is.
Oh, we're not taking a break?
No.
No, I think, Nimbus took off, but he'll be back.
He's expecting his turn to be back around by the time he gets back.
Right. The one I was actually focused on, you guys have managed to kill, so that's dope. What's the lightning bolt on this guy?
He used his acid spray.
Yeah. He shot spray.
He spewed all over the place.
That's 25. And fuck it, let's go with Old Faithful.
Guiding bolt. Come on. Don't just contradict it. Yep, that's what I thought.
Very good.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
Guiding bolt.
That will be a decent hit on this creature.
Oh, nice. I was afraid it wasn't going to hit because it was a pretty low 2-hit.
Yeah, no, you got this one. So 20 radiant damage, and the next attack has advantage.
Mont, you should be okay on your turn.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Remember, you swing with advantage, sir.
Then Naya, you're up.
It's me or Mont?
It's your turn.
Okay.
I'm dead last.
So yeah, Naya, if you make an attack roll on that same creature, you'll have the advantage instead.
So I need to move up 2 spots. And then welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm going to just do a simple cantrip. Ah, shit.
You'd have advantage on it because it's an attack roll.
Do I roll again or re-roll?
Yeah, just roll one more time.
Yeah, just roll one more.
Okay, it hits.
Yes!
First damage. So you're able to do 4 damage.
Okay, so it will take fire.
Yep.
I mean, these are experimental casts because it's like, well, we don't know what it's immune
Right.
to, except it's probably immune to acid, right?
That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, I always just thought of onkegs as giant ass fucking ant lions.
I never heard of one before now, so no.
Yeah, I grew up
I thought
reading this.
we bought one back with the when we first discovered the tower. Marissa's tower, or was that a different?
I don't know.
That was a different one. I can't remember what that one was now, but that was a different one.
Oh, was that like a Bulette? No, Bulette level.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
bullets are like land shark.
this monster's turn. It is going to see the pathway blocked, so it's going to go around. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And in this really cool line right here,
Oh no.
all 4 of you are going to have to make a dex save. Naya, are you still there?
Let me ask you this: how high is this job? Because Badath would be up at the like waist height or chest height to blast.
This is like head and chest.
No, Badath would be high.
Okay. So then the 3 of you will make a dexterity saving throw versus 13.
Okay. I use acrobatics instead.
It's a dexterity save.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I made it.
Let me roll for Naya. She went AFK. I'll just click the button. Now the character sheet decides to load. Oh, Naya didn't make it either.
Like I said, now it's time to kill Mac.
All right. All 3 of you take 13 acid damage.
Meh.
I'll also put the minus 13 on.
So what if I've like taken a lot of acid in the past? Like, do I have any certain? Never.
Hey, Naya, I made your dex save for you because you were gone. You failed and took 13.
He failed your dex save for you because you were gone. Let's be.
Oh, what the hell?
What was it? 14 damage you said?
13.
13.
13. Okay.
So this thing aimed at me? Like, that's a very specific aim.
It shot
it's
for all 3 of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it spit at all of you.
It was a street sweeper.
Lovely. All right, 13.
30 foot long and 5 foot wide.
Man, avoiding saying that's what she said without preamble.
Yeah. All right.
What kind of dork was she talking about?
Precisely.
Horse.
Hey, Mont. It's gonna try to bite you, the one right in front of you.
Okie dokie.
Oop. Nah. Nah.
Batted away with the shield.
All right, then. Badath, who was conveniently out of reach, now has a turn.
I don't think Badath was very happy about that. But we're going to do one of these. And
7.
those 2 ones are actually 2s.
9.
So that's a 9.
Right.
And if it has resistance, it doesn't actually get to resist this.
Cool dex save. All right. So, yeah, it takes a 9 damage. All right, then. Will Badath move?
If anything, Badath's probably going to get higher and further, like more or less trying to get out of range of ratio.
Cool. All right. Then it's your turn. Now keep in mind the guiding bolt has expired.
Right. Oh, I mean, not that that's really going to change what I was going to do anyway. Because I'm saving the big guns for what's after this fight. So I'm just going to attack with my longsword.
Cool. Yep, that'll hit. That'll do a 3, but it'll hit.
Yeah, I'm going to divine smite that too.
Oh, okay.
You shout, I'm doing my part.
Right.
That's a good 14. Let's see round 2. Yes. Yeah.
Very
All
nice.
right.
I'm going to smite that again unless it's dead.
You are able to chop the beast's head from its torso.
Okay, I think it's already been.
If I'm going to play the part of Albus Tower right now and point out that I remember from stories that Onkegs have within their heads glands that can be salvaged for much vim.
And vigor?
In fact, they make acid and fire shit, if I remember correctly.
We were going to bring back all the parts for.
I'm gonna step back now that that one's dead, so that these guys get my auras.
Cool. Okay. It is Keen's turn again.
All right. Keen. Some movements. 15.
By the way, I want to tell you guys a really cool and extremely annoying feature that Roll20 has, which is that when I turn on Fog of War for you guys, every token on the token layer becomes slightly transparent.
Oh, fun.
Very nice. It's a feature. That's to let you know that Fog of War is active.
And there's no way to change it.
Super awesome.
Sorry, sir.
Like everything, every single token on the page is a little bit like I feel like I need glasses.
There.
Okay, so you're moving in, Elvis Tavern?
Dungeon Masters are supposed to feel older.
Moving in and around.
I wonder if someone could use like a status injector to change.
That would be cool. So Alvis, what you are seeing to your north is between the cracks that let sunlight through. As you go further north, there cease to be cracks, and it turns into a dark tunnel. But around the spot that you're currently standing, these are more like more freestanding pillars of rock instead.
Okay. Very cool. Very kind of homely. I think we could set up a nice boudoir here.
Now, am I to assume that your turn is also over as you're moving with Keen?
Can I dash with Keen?
Keen can dash.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that means I get another 50. Right.
Yeah, it does.
So are they all dead now?
There's one that just spit at you.
That one. Okay.
So yeah. Speaking
Wow,
of
hell of a run.
it's Alvis's turn. And Alvis is going to smack the shit out of it.
Okay. Good 20. Yeah, you see him rumble around the other side of the rock, and just come in with the rapier. And I don't think anybody on this side of the rock was expecting it.
Totally.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is.
I want to try to disarm it.
In this case, it is facing away from you. I know there's not normally facing rules, but if you want to take off a mandible, it is facing the other way. I would let you try to take off a claw though, if you wanted. Although admittedly, it only has a bite attack.
It only has a bite attack?
Yeah.
Well, if I could disarm it of a claw, that means it might not go to my friends. On the other hand, I could grapple it. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We'll not do that then. Good call.
Then it's Nimbus's turn.
I don't know that I'd ever let you grapple a onkeg. They have too many thorax portions.
Can a small creature even grapple a large one?
Yeah, exactly. You're even there, but even it's just the way that they're built.
I have a special ability.
Oh, okay.
It's called Grappling Strike. Immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack on your turn, you can expend a superiority die and try to grapple them as a bonus action with the added superiority die.
Yeah, I'm just saying the way that onkeg is built is like you couldn't physically.
I'd argue that the way that I'm grappling it, because I have to use a weapon, is with the weapon. So I stabbed into it all dramatic storyteller style.
So the joint of the thing, and you're hiding behind the back of the leg or something.
That is correct, right? Because you rolled a 6 and a 1, so it turns into a 8.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Can't you re-roll one?
Yeah, that
he
one's
has an algorithm
coded
on that specific spell. Yeah.
Oh, it automatically coded. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Not that I'm casting it right now, but I'm just going to show it off. I have it on Cone of Cold too.
Yeah. So the 1 plus 1 in the parentheses will only be counted if the number preceding it is a 1 on that algorithm. Okay, but Nimbus, was that going to be your turn?
Yeah, and I moved over.
Okay, great. Then Ambergreen, you're up. You have also just been splashed with acid.
Wait, again?
No, that was last turn. It was after your previous turn.
Okay.
It happened. Within the last 6 seconds.
Indeed. Sorry, there's a bank robbery or something happening outside.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm kidding. I did take the damage. Is there anything I have to do to make this go away, or has it sizzled?
It was just 1 damage. Yeah. One instance of damage.
And it's from the one to the south of me down there, right?
Yep, that is the one that is still standing, although it has just been heavily battered.
Yeah, no, I'm mad at it too. It feels so cheesy just to blast it with my well, why don't you have some damage too?
It looks like it's about to die, right?
Right. So I do it at first level, not third.
Yeah, right.
I mean, otherwise I shoot it with my light crossbow, but that seems a little pansy.
I mean,
up to you.
Take
it's like
that.
fishing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it look offhand.
And that you do. Before it can turn around to meet Albus Tabber, who has appeared behind it and stabbed through its abdomen, you're able to take out one of its eyes into its brain, and it collapses.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, just like
Glad.
I'm a bit disgusted that it slimed me and it hurt.
Yeah,
We should move these bodies away from the entrance, lest it attract more animals.
but yeah, they are now dead.
Yeah, I mean, we can drag the bodies further out, I guess. But I want to go see that tunnel that you saw there.
Yeah. There's a pretty cool tunnel over there.
Well, and I wonder if there's anything like a nest, or if it's all underground.
Right.
Well, what you'd see in the what you'd see in the locations where these things were buried are small, loose sand at this point pits that don't appear to have any kind of outlet. It looks like these must have been ambush hunters at this particular spot. There's no connection to like a nest here that you can find.
While they're moving, probably. But there's dragon.
What in the world is that?
Let me. That's me playing around. I'll get rid of it in a second. Sorry about that. I was trying to figure out how far my dark vision went.
I understand. Yeah, it's I mean, you can do an aura if you want to. Otherwise, just kind of
Oh no, that was hella distracting. Yeah, I just wanted to get a sense on this zoom scale how far 60 feet was.
Yeah, makes sense. Badath flying around doesn't he doesn't see any of these beasts meandering, at least. And no obvious signs of burrowing either.
Doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this cavern might be their nest too. I mean,
Fully ready for that. Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Animal.
Nope.
oh,
All right, Mont. So as you're getting into here, about 20, 30 feet into that tunnel, it's gonna get dark. Just so you know.
yeah. I figured that's actually why I was calculating because I was like, wait, if that's a cave, there's not going to be any light in there. Yeah, I'm not actually going in until everybody catches up. Anyway, I'm just standing at the mouth.
Yeah, Naya and Nimbus, you two will have to decide what you're doing for light sources, as usual.
I think I'd be carrying lantern. Carry it
Okay.
together. And
That works. So, Naya, do you want to rely on Nimbus, or do you want to use your cantrip?
No, I can cast a cantrip for producing light.
Okay, so everybody has a little bit, either some light or some dark vision to handle them. Dark Dusty Cave is more like it, Albus Tabard. You are in a desert still. But yeah, if everybody wants to move to where they want to be, that would be great. And,
I am being the stealth.
As soon as you get to the end of this first tunnel, you see that two paths extend to your left and to your right into the darkness. You don't see anything really notable in either direction from here.
Okay.
You're being stealthy?
I feel it. Yeah. The first, I don't know why I don't.
The first what?
It's just the first roll. I don't know why I double clicked it.
Ah, I see. So Alvastaver is rushing up a bit ahead and going left.
Is it?
It varies pretty wildly. But you'd say 15 foot high on average. This is a pretty roomy cave or tunnel, at least for this section.
That would probably be. No.
Okay. Alvis, you see to your left, or to your west, that the tunnel you're in narrows and the ceiling narrows as well down to the floor a little bit. And then immediately afterward, it sort of opens up into a wider cavern where you can see a couple of stalagmites that actually the shape of stalagmites that are actually connected to the roof as well. I don't know if those have a different name.
Stalactites hold tightly to the ceiling, and stalagmites are on
the
floor.
Is there like a name? Is there like a name for the ones that actually form like a pillar, all the way up and down?
Column.
Okay.
Indeed.
My word. I see something in the dark.
Montlaurent, your perception. You you don't hear anything like critters or water.
Okay.
From where you're
also, if I do the whole, like make my finger wet and hold it up thing, is there a draft?
Yeah, there is actually. You sort of feel a very gentle breeze from the left passageway.
Got it. Okay.
Leave it to the gnome to just instinctually pick the best.
Yeah, I'll like sort of like quietly make my way up to Elvis and say, there may be another exit this way. Can you feel the air moving?
Oh yeah, totally. I did you also get my message?
I did. That's why I snuck up to you to tell you.
Oh, yeah. There's also a thing down there. I can't make it out. The dark vision doesn't really be good for detail. I got superior dark.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just checking the line of sight. Really, I know the walls are. There's a little room on the dark vision on the line of sight.
Is it big enough to be too dark in here?
Yeah. Yeah, Alvis, you would have seen it as you approached the doorway here, so you can, stop people from passing if you want. But you see in the dark a gray 8-footed lizard with a strangely curled around it a long what looks to be a tail made of iron, which is a tad
Hey, it's changed. It's like the board. What? It's like the board. This is another good trophy item. Or is there use? Can we make friends of it? Like, what use would it have for,
So I don't know how the fuck you keep getting your tokens unaligned.
It's purely my chaotic nature.
You like vibrate through the grid restraints.
And Nimbus, I'm gonna say that 1 minute passed while you guys were doing stuff outside.
Oh yeah, I'm more than acknowledged that at a party. That's what the fly through was.
Good. Now,
I could put it to sleep.
the creature
Or at
has
least try to.
you, so I'd like you all to roll initiative. Re-roll it, rather.
I was being stealthy.
Oh, cool, because it wasn't,
Okay, we got Naya. Yeah, Montlarn's just sitting where he was sitting. Yep.
God damn.
Okay, Amber Green, you're the last one up for a re-roll.
Amber Green. Roll
don't forget to select your token.
I think he's dishing out the thud.
He's like calling Fox News or something.
Hey, what?
He's dishing out the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So I was like, oh, he's like calling Fox News or something.
Oh, yes.
Let me roll it for him. 8. There you go.
An initiative, and it's 8.
Okay. So Nimbus, it's pretty crowded directly in front of you. What do you want to do if it's going to be difficult to get past your allies here? You can move through friendly creatures as difficult terrain, but the narrow doorway, let's say, is particularly Montlarn takes up that space.
Right, it's the armor. Sorry, guys.
Nimbus.
Oh,
He's like, I'm thinking.
What's going on with is Keen actually written right now? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
which tile are you actually?
Well, technically, Montlarn and Albus Taver are in this tile. Oh my god! It like reloads the entire map if you move tokens like that. So yeah, technically they are in those tiles.
Okay.
Like so.
And I would probably.
So again, they're pretty in the way and blocking the passage.
Yeah, it's sitting in the bottleneck literally here. Yeah.
Here, if you got that.
It is almost certainly a monstrosity.
Yeah, I don't ever use it for like bosses. Stuff we gotta kill, that's a boss. Because they're inevitably monstrosities, and so it doesn't apply.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. Nimbus, were you gonna do something else?
Yeah. Get bonus. Cross if it.
Got it. Okay, that works. Okay, so Montlaurent, this thing, though it has noticed you, it plods forward pretty slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has a wide, spiky, hungry maw, and you imagine it wishes to use it, as you've disturbed its nest, apparently. Is Badath going to do anything?
Badath is probably going. Yeah.
Badath could fly through the doorway safely, but that's a matter of if you want to.
I don't know if this thing's got like big grabby tongue or something. Probably.
There's still a couple pieces of chicken left.
If anything,
the chicken
probably
fucking great.
more likely Badath back in time to do dragon breath. Badath can defeat.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
But with 1 age, trying to be danger zone. Probably good idea.
All right. So Naya, you'll same as Nimbus, you'll be able to get past Ambergreen, no problem. But you're gonna have a hard time getting through that doorway past Montlaurent and Albus Tavern for now.
I can't even see anything. I don't have dark vision. I only have, my little cantrip flame. It's very limited in terms of range, and I don't even know.
You can see about 40 feet, so you can see.
I can't see shit.
Well, you can see all the way into there, actually.
Yeah, but I can't see the mob. I can't see what we're dealing with.
You can't see the creature yet.
I can't see the situation.
I think there's something there. I think somebody.
Well, that's what everybody else has said.
Yeah.
So what I could do is wild shape into something else. To do some scouting, but on the other hand, I don't know how useful that actually is, except for my own edification. So I would run that past the group and say, "Hey, is there any value?"
Yeah, so if you shaped into something small, you'd be able to get past Montlaurent and Avastabra pretty easily.
Yeah, I could go ahead and do spider or mouse or something small, or even a cat. But it's like, so then what?
Yeah, if you shape into something big like your new direwolf, you're gonna plug up this tunnel even worse.
Yeah. I mean, she can't even see anything in terms of what's the lay of the land or what's the situation or anything. So she either wild shapes into something small or passes, frankly.
Yeah, a mouse or a spider might indeed get launched on.
Yeah, like if you were going to use your wild shape, just shape into something that you can fight as and don't worry about the bottleneck. I'll clear it on my turn, Yeah, I'm saying fuck small, focus on fighting.
I'm looking.
I want to say a tiger.
Well, what I'm looking at more is like that can get past Montlaurent and the choke point.
Yeah.
So constrictor snake.
Don't worry about that. I'm going to step out of the choke point on my turn. So the next time you can move, it'll be clear.
I would let you get past him if you turn into a constrictor snake, though.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I'm looking at is Constrictor Snake. It has 13 hit points, which isn't a lot, but then I could get past. I could take a look at it, and it has blind sight, not dark vision, and it's got a couple of fighting skills: bite and constrict.
That sounds fun to me.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
A little squishy, but I mean the does damage carry over if you lose wild shape if you get like bit?
Yeah, does wild shape work the same as polymorph?
Yeah, so any
damage
any damage that your wild shape couldn't absorb gets applied once you switch back over, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I still have 39. Yeah, 39 HP.
Yeah, okay.
So it should be able to theoretically absorb, 13 less.
That would kill you either way, so yeah.
Right.
Okay. You want to turn into Constrictor Snake then?
Yeah.
Okay. And it does take your action to transform, so
that's a big snake.
It is. So Naya, you're over here. You have the Constrictor Snake.
All right, can I move yet?
Can you see and move from the Constrictor Snake token?
I can move, but can I move?
Yeah, you used your action. Now you have your movement. So you've got 30 foot of movement left. And so yeah, if you wanted to, what's that, 30? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're able to squeeze through the tunnel around Montlarin and Albus Tavern.
Yeah, and I can now see what we've been talking about.
Yep.
And I guess
it is a silver snake.
Of course it is. Silver scales. Shiny.
Yeah, silver serpent. Absolutely.
Well, Naya's thing is shiny, so
totally.
Yeah.
And please expend a wild shape this time because we're in a dungeon and it lasts for 4 hours if you want it to, right?
Yeah. Okay. Wild shape expended.
Cool. Just to double check, does it have dark vision?
It has blind sight.
Does it? Okay, so you have 10 feet of blind sight, so you have sight out to 10 feet, but no further. Everything after that is darkness.
And I can't really go moving around any further than what I have. So she's kind of stuck in this little corner.
Yeah.
For the turn. Montlarin, are you the only person that can actually see what the enemy is?
I think Albus can see him too.
Okay, so what is it?
It's a 8-legged lizard with an iron tail.
Yep.
8-legged lizard. So normally 8-leggeds are arachnids. So this time do we assume it's shapeshift or redshifted?
It has an iron tail.
What were those lizard rounds that we were using to get through the swamp? Weren't they like 6-legged lizards?
I think they had 6 legs, but
they were tall boys though.
Yeah, they were more like they were swamp lizards, nothing like this one.
Yeah,
which is a very rocky, spiky, toothy lizard. Not one that likes to eat bugs.
Right.
So Keen, it's her turn. Now you are Keen is medium. So Alistair, I think you're still gonna have a hard time getting past Montlarin here.
I will wait.
Okay, Keen. I guess you can ready an action on Keen to move.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I'm biding my
Okay, so yeah,
mountain of armor moves.
when Montlarin gets out of the way, then Keen can use her reaction to move up. Then Embergreen, it's your turn instead.
All right. I hear this kerfuffle, and I can see only the very tiniest edge. So I know there's something there, but I don't know exactly what. But I hear the kerfuffle. Keen is small, correct?
Keen is medium.
Yeah, you can't go through the bottleneck.
But if I move here, I can see this motherfucker over here.
Oh.
What's that look like? Is that the thing they've been describing?
Yes.
It is.
What's over there then?
E.
I was a little worried too.
Naya as a snake.
Oh, Naya as a snake is that thing I see over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I work forward and I see this thing, I go, oh, because when I see this, I was like, oh, there's something over there. And nobody was like, no, that's Naya until I get here.
She literally wild shaped right behind, like next to you,
and slithered past
snake and slithered past you. Yeah.
Okay, so I saw it. All right, cool.
Okay, sir. OOC. Each of these tokens should say Naya, constrictor snake. Naya.
I don't think they can. They
now that I'm aware of what's happening, I know what's going on, and I'm cool.
Well, it says it in the compendium, but it doesn't say it on the actual token.
So we know who's Naya.
Okay.
You could put like a little, if you really want, you could put like a little ball on it.
How terrible does this monster look, and how scared does Montlarin look?
No. I mean, the monster doesn't look like shit compared to Naya's token.
Just as I move into sight and can see this stuff, how like I knew there was some kerfuffle, but like how scared does Montlarin actually look?
Not very. I mean, he may be wrong. He's kind of a dumb shit, but not very.
Right. I'll shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, Embergreen, before you do that, I need you to make a con save real quick.
Oh shit! Well, I already did that, but I'll hit a con save anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll use the number if it works out.
Con save.
My God.
Oh, you get a bonus to that though.
Oh, you get a bonus 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not enough.
Yeah, no, I rolled low.
So you. Sorry, I gotta look up my condition. Quick reference again.
I'm changing on my dice anyway.
Well, shit.
It's a good idea.
That was the second time this campaign or this session.
You look at the creature. You see the creature's eyes. And
you said it has 6 legs and it's reptilian.
8 legs.
Okay,
But yes, I figured it out too.
God damn it.
You are restrained.
Motherfucker.
Your
Petrified.
body seizes up, and you are restrained until you have to repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Motherfucker.
Your speed is 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah.
If you want to change what you want to do with your attack, I will let you do something different if you want to, or you can still make that attack but roll the die again to be at disadvantage.
Do it at disadvantage.
Okay, just hit the button again and we'll take the lower one.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Take the
wait.
first damage.
This first one was better damage, yeah.
Yeah, we always take the first damage. You deal 5 damage.
Hey, I actually hit it even though it petrified me. How about that, you basilisk piece of shit?
You're not actually petrified though. Like he's not turning to stone, is he?
He is.
Yeah, no, that's a basilisk and it fucking petrified me.
If you you are restrained and you have to repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn, and if it fails, you you turn to stone.
You have a greater restoration?
Yes, and it's prepared.
Hell yeah. That's why we roll 2 clerics deep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say my lay on hands can't fix petrification, man.
Do you have diamond dust worth at least 100
That's why I said, God damn it, when I realized what I was looking at.
Wait,
I'm
lesser
sure we would have
restoration?
collected
And
all
lesser-
the reagents that we would have needed to cast one of all of the.
Can lesser restoration clear that?
What
well,
DM do you know that actually uses these fucking... God damn it.
Well, it says lesser says you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it, including blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
yeah. Wait. So is lesser only those conditions, or is it?
Yeah, lesser
That's
is
what
only
it
those
says.
The condition can be okay. Yeah. So that wouldn't work on this, actually. Weirdly enough.
Why?
Because it doesn't cure all conditions. It only can cure those for specific conditions or a disease.
Shit.
Right. Same way the lay on hands can cure conditions, but the only 2 conditions it can cure is poisoned and diseased.
Yeah, you'll note I said fuck when I realized what it was I was looking at.
Well, can I swap my lesser for the greater? Because I didn't realize that. I had the lesser prepared all this time, but then I got the greater and I didn't prepare that because I had the lesser.
Well, you can swap it, but greater does require 100 gold of diamond dust, and 100 gold of diamond dust is not, in fact, free. Gemstones are not free at the shop. So.
Well, I have 100 gold, but I don't have 1,000. So.
Do you have diamond dust?
No. Do they even have
diamonds?
Right. Do they even have it at the shop?
Well, no. Yeah, that's.
I have some gems. I don't know if any of them are diamonds. Probably not.
That is the trick with diamonds.
Well, how the hell do you get it? Do I order it from?
Yeah. We
okay.
lug Ambergreen back to the fucking place. We don't break him, and then order some diamond dust. Yeah, that's how that works.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Oh no, it's funny.
That's not Keen, by the way. That's
Okay.
me. Can I use said insight roll to avert my eyes?
You can avert your eyes for free on your turn. Yes, you can in fact avert your eyes.
Okay.
If you look at it,
I'm pretty sure I can have greater restoration as my 1 5th level spell ready. I don't think
you still need the diamond dust, but
and also I don't know that I can Bavmorda it. Like I don't know that I can cast it on myself.
I think you can.
But yeah, you still need the diamond dust.
Diamond dust, you guys! Diamond dust.
I don't have any.
Give him the gaseous.
They don't have a
potion.
diamond. They can hit real hard.
Give him the
I
gaseous.
don't have any
Give him
gems
the
either.
gaseous form
yeah,
potion.
yeah.
Alvis has all the gems.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that on my turn.
Yeah, definitely give him that potion on his turn. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You do need to look at the creature to see it.
I thought that is a area of effect.
A creature of your choice that you can see within range.
You don't have to make
Oh
eye contact.
no, I don't want hideous laughter. No, I misclicked.
Oh, okay. Very well. Sleep it is. Okay. Right. So you basically avert your eyes and just like point at the general direction. Unfortunately, This creature is it has more than 28 HP.
Okay. Oh, that's one spell, not 3 spells. What the fuck? There we go.
Yeah. And is that it?
Cast a spell. Cha. I'm gonna be all like, avert your eyes, fools! Having rolled an insight, I'm gonna be all like, it's mean. It's one of those. Like the rabbit. Dreaded rabbit.
Oh, well, perfect. I brought the tool for the job.
All right. Then Montlarin, you can avert your eyes or not.
Do hand mirrors work?
Yeah, I will definitely avert my eyes.
Okay. And what do you want to do? Well, I assume you want to move somehow.
Yeah, so like my intention was to basically like lurch forward and using my shield find that pillar so that I could orient on that.
Not hard. And Avis Taver, if Keen wants to move, now's her chance.
Chug, chug, chug goes the game. There we are. And then one down, but I want to select them as a pair. Come on!
Okay.
Damn it! There we are.
And now what will you do, Montlarin?
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a bonus action. Excellent. Okay. I am going to blindly strike forward, like basically upward slash.
You'll just have disadvantage.
Right.
Were those both of your attacks on purpose?
No, that was weird. I only clicked it once.
Do you want to use both of them?
I do, but
Isn't that like because of disadvantage?
Well, it just double rolled it for some reason.
Yeah.
Neither of those are going to hit. In fact, you flail and swing, and you hit what must be spikes or dirt or something.
Right.
But you've got your shield over your eyes and everything.
All right. And then with my bonus action, I want to throw my spirit shroud up.
Okay. Great. That second paragraph will not apply, I assume.
I cannot see it, so that is correct.
Okay. Nimbus, please do something.
All right. First, on rare occasion, on my belt, this time, I'd bring both the red tinted glasses and the beer goggle. And so I shall don the beer goggle as either a free action or bonus action. And I will use my ability to look below the rim of the glasses to orient myself as I move forward. 1, 2, 3. Naya's that thing up
Yep.
Yeah.
4, 5, which is as far as I can go because I'm currently encumbered. Not drop my. So, now I'm able to make out where Montlaren's, and I'm able to make out where Alvis Keen is at. And between them, am I able to pretty well discern that there's this other thing?
So yeah, the glass goggles that you're wearing, what I'm gonna say is gonna happen with them is to have sight of the creature, you do have to look at it, and its eyes are in fact visible. It is facing this direction. Obviously, I respect facing rules here. If you want to look at it, I will give you advantage on the saving throw. And then you would not have to have disadvantage on any of your attacks or anything.
I don't need to look it in the eye. I just need to be able to tell where it is.
You can avert your eyes and still know where it is.
Okay.
Then, as long as you don't need to see it for the spell text that I assume you're going to cast, then you can cast a spell at a point in range, right?
Sounds well. One other little thing, if I can do this maybe as a bonus action. Would I be able to consider what sort of thing resistant?
You're not sure?
Okay. Go with getting in. Frostbite. Frostbite does on.
All right. Con save. So this part wasn't copied into that spell text, but Frostbite does say in the spell text that I just looked up that it is one creature you can see. So again, if you want to cast Frostbite, you will have to look at it, but I'll let you make the con save with advantage with your goggles. I checked because it doesn't have like a range listed in that. The first line, which is not present in your version, is you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. So if you still want to do that, go ahead and make a con save with advantage.
I think I'm going to. I am gonna. Yeah.
Okay. And do me a favor, and after your turn, go ahead and copy that first line of text into that, just so we have it for the future.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and that's your whole turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. The monster, Montlaran. You tried to attack it. It is going to try to bite you back. Ooh, does an 18 hit Montlaran?
Just barely no. Thank God.
Cool.
Nice.
And then when it gets a mouthful of shield, it releases, and the tail comes all the way around, snapping clean through a chunk of that pillar of rock and battering you in the side for 6.
Oh, yep.
Go ahead and make a con save for your concentration.
All right. And that's +3 with my aura.
It occurs to me that since you can't see it, it should have had advantage on those.
Do you want to roll the bite again? I mean, the tail hits either way, but you want to roll the bite again?
I'll roll them both again in case the tail crits. But your con save is good, so. All right, so we roll the bite. Same. Okay. Tail. No problem. Okay. All is well. I'll remember that.
As played.
And that is the creature's turn. The death is up.
All right. I will have kind of mentally instructed for Badath. Spray the area, but don't look at it.
Okay.
Seven. Shoot. That button.
Yeah, that's an AoE, so that works
13,
fine.
that's actually a 15.
Okay. Forgot to add you a concentration, by the way. Oh. Okay, deck save. Okay, it takes, what was it, 15?
15.
Yeah. 15 damage.
Go back around the corner to safety.
All right. Snake Naya, you're up.
Okay.
So you have an idea of where this creature is. You can't see it with your blind sight now, but if you got close enough, you could.
Right, but if I use blind sight, then am I at risk of also seeing it and becoming paralyzed?
So no, actually, you can't see this at all. If you close your eyes, because Nimbus actually has bright light here, so you can see normally now. But if you close your eyes, you can navigate purely off blind sight.
Once I get within 10 feet.
Yeah. So in fact, the fact that you can see it now, you have to tell me if you're going to avert your gaze or not at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I think I want to kind of head. I'm imagining, if I can do it, that I will go left or west, then south, then come back around, and possibly on the back of that basilisk.
You got 30 feet of movement, so 1, 2.
Well, it's not going to happen all in one turn because she doesn't have enough room.
No,
but,
that's 20.
Yeah, you still got 10 more feet of movement.
Yeah, just like that, like I drew. That's only 20 feet.
Okay. So my idea was to get behind this rock, that one,
yeah,
and then come back behind the basilisk so that she's keeping her eye averted until she's like right on top of it. But then is she fucked because she's right on top of it?
You have
because your blind sight will let you detect it without your eyes. So
you can do it with your eyes closed.
Ah, okay. I didn't look up blind sight, so that's my bad.
Blind sight is just you can see while blind.
Okay, and then
What an oxymoron.
doesn't say on either the bite or the constrict if there's like an AC requirement, so I can go ahead and click it.
Yeah,
but,
those are both just +4 to hit. So you could choose one of those.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like I want to grapple it.
Yeah. Well, if you grapple it, it's restrained.
That's what I'm thinking, which is useful for everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's my thinking. Okay,
You'll
so
just have to
I'm
get
gonna travel down to where you pointed.
Yeah, you have plenty of movement to move that way, and then if you get up behind it, you'd be able to attempt
and
to wrap around.
Like fit there?
You're on it. Just leave the token where it is.
Okay, all right. So that's good enough. All right, and then I'm gonna do this.
Hit constrict. Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it worked.
Okay, so you deal damage, and the creature is grappled and restrained.
Okay, and she's looking away. She's just totally using blind sight to do this because.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Okay, so all attack rolls on the creature have advantage now.
Go, guys.
Which being counteracted by its disadvantage for not looking at it means we attack normally.
You attack normally. So it's Keen's turn. So does she want to attack normally? Yeah.
Keen is definitely going to attack this thing normally. So that's an interesting question. She's a construct.
Yeah, to be honest, I was looking at her stat block and considering maybe I should go ahead and give her immunity to petrification, but it's such a uncommon thing that I just didn't think of it. I
was wondering if that was like a thing for constructs, just in general. Because I know
the stat block doesn't say that it like affects particular creature types, and I know pretty much every construct in the bestiary is immune to petrification, but I don't know if they're that way as a rule. It's the only thing.
A quick Google says that they're immune to petrification in Pathfinder, but I can't find anything for 5e.
Modrons are not immune, but they're kind of weird.
Modrons are demons.
Okay, here's a good example. I could use the one that I took half the stats from for yours. So the one that I took the token from is immune to being petrified and a bunch of other stuff. But if I look at another one, the Retriever from the same book, which is actually higher CR, it's only immune to paralyzed and a few other things. It's not actually immune to being petrified. So
I'm also seeing this weird article that talks about how charming spells and abilities are here and there on different constructs. For instance, charmed and frightened condition don't affect most constructs.
Most.
Interesting that it can affect.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that Keen is not immune to anything in particular.
In fact, many of the conditions in 5e's don't affect constructs, but some do, like Homunculus. Homunculus, because of the lower challenge rating, are affected by paralyzed, petrified, and exhaustion.
Yep. But even like the Retriever, like I said, that's a CR 14 monster. It's only immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, and poison. So it can still get petrified. It can still get like a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna say Keen's not immune. Partly because she is a familiar, and also partly because giving you too many cool toys is just less fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get it. I get it.
So, Keen will have to avert her eyes, which means now she can attack normal.
Normal attack.
Oh, good attack. Okay. So I don't think it can be knocked prone because it is Well, I guess you could still knock it prone with Naya wrapped around.
You ever played Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all.
We'll try it. It still passes the strength save, though.
Still passes.
So not quite prone. Okay, is that Keen's turn?
That is Keen's turn.
Okay. Amber Green, you are restrained. You can see on your fingertips the stone is starting to spread. But you have a con save coming. You'll have to beat a 12 at the end of your turn, or do something to cure that restrained condition.
Well, I didn't pick any 5th level spells before this, but I do have Greater Restoration.
Do you have 100 gold of diamond dust?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
There's no good reason to have it carrying around unless I was like, hey, I'm going to need some diamond dust just on the uncase.
You have that gaseous form.
Oh, there you go. Good idea.
I like that.
Interesting hack.
Yeah.
Do it.
We don't usually have a gaseous form, but in this case,
We've
I
gotten
would
it a few times.
I used it once, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we actually tried to use it against what's his name when we went to Alsace the first time.
What an interesting shot. Like, do I bother or do I just try the...
Well, I mean...
Do I try the con save first?
No.
That's at the end of your turn, so.
Yeah, the con save will happen at the end of the turn, whether or not I fixed it or not. So, if you do gaseous form and it fixes it, you won't have to do it. But if you
Well,
have
at least
to,
you can maintain in that form while you try to get the con save.
It's just going to put it off. And I actually don't have it on my document, so where did I get that potion?
We all got...
It to you while we were in the bottleneck. It was one of the potions we got at the start.
Right, we all got the 4 potions.
All right, well, I'll hit it up then.
Good luck, man.
Okay, let's look up gaseous.
2 of those are actually technically climbing tablets. You chew them.
Right, they're crunchy.
So,
There's the text. Oh, well, that doesn't actually tell you much.
Target has resistance, advantage. So it doesn't say what happens if you become petrified while a gas cloud.
Well, that's probably a really unique condition.
Well, it will. He'll gain advantage on the Constitution check, but otherwise, that effect that I'd imagine he changes back the same way that, like, if somebody with a magic weapon attacks you, in gaseous form.
This is a. This is an interesting question, and I'm looking up what might happen.
Yeah, I hate to rain on the parade because I thought it was a great idea too. But I think that petrification, since it turns you into stone, would just make your gaseous form solid, right?
Yeah, but he will gain.
I'm wondering if that means like.
Oh, sorry, I pressed a touch. Does that mean like a stone cloud or what?
Does that mean a statue of a cloud, or does that mean a pile of dust?
Or does that mean it just doesn't work?
I think it might mean a pile of dust. I'm not 100% on that though.
That's the worst possible case, but the spell ends as the creature's HP drops to 0. Shit! What the fuck happens?
This is not optimal in any
because his HP doesn't technically drop to 0 if he fails, right?
No, precisely. So only method of movement is a flying.
I go because it's still bad.
You still get advantage on the con save.
Magic rules. and the spell that is in priority would override the other spell. So if he fails again, he'd turn back into a person because the gaseous form spell would have been broken by the fact that stronger spells will went over.
No.
Yeah, you're talking about the stack.
Yeah,
There's no.
That's why I said magic rules, not magic.
There's no magic stack here. This is interesting because it would just be like you can be petrified while in gaseous form. So let's see. Okay, so here's the hypothesis. A wizard uses flesh to stone on an Ifriti. Then the Ifriti fails to save and becomes restrained. So we're at the same spot we're at now. Then they cast gaseous form on the Ifriti. You'd have a misty cloud with a speed of 0 because the restrained condition wouldn't end, unable to do anything. The petrification proceeds. If you're very unlucky and the petrification completes, the Ifriti would be subject to petrification while also being subject to gaseous form for a few more rounds, or in your case, for an hour.
Okay, so then the dust reform into a statue.
But being both inanimate solid substance and a misty cloud seems mutually exclusive.
A pile of dust that then would magically reform into evergreen. What an interesting experience for you, that way. Well, that's how I would solve it.
Yeah.
Because it would form him back, and his HP isn't dropped to 0, and he's just subject to the gaseous form while also petrified. Doesn't mean that his form, once reformed, wouldn't be any more or less petrified. So, logically, I don't see why the two have to be inconclusive. Like, you can still reform yourself after the spell is unlocked and still be a statue. It's just
also,
the dust.
Legally, you would still be hovering because being petrified doesn't end the hovering per the spell.
This is why you're dust and you're not a solid brick.
Once the gaseous form ends, the statue falls down.
But you're a whole bunch of pieces.
It could become the original person.
That's a worst case scenario, but why would it override the gaseous form? It would just be on an effect of the gaseous form, and as a gas is multiple atoms in an air, the gaseous form would turn into dust.
Yeah.
And then the magic would reform the dust into a person, ending the gaseous form tag.
Right.
And then
Yeah. I'm beginning to agree with you here. So if Ambergreen, if you fail this advantage Constitution save,
and you have it with advantage,
you would be a petrified gas cloud for 1 hour or until dispelled. At which point the spell would end and it would return you to the form of a petrified dwarf.
What a trippy song you could write if that happens. Don't worry, we'll bring you back, of course, to the commission, and then you'll have to wait a week.
So I suppose what I'm saying is there's no true downside to trying it because you get advantage on the con save. It's just a weird situation.
I'll drink it before I do my con save. Just
okay, so use your action to drink the potion. You still have a bonus action and a movement if you want to use it, although you're restrained, so you can't move.
No, I'm good. I will take advantage, and then I'll do it's con save, right?
Yeah, this is at the end of your turn, so you can't do anything else after this. And it's a con save, and you do have it with advantage if you are a gas cloud.
All right, let's do it.
Think about it as an interesting trick. Write about it later. It's a meditation.
We're good, gang. We're barely there.
Holy shit. You're giving me a heart attack.
13 on an advantage.
Oh. +3, my dudes.
God damn.
Oh.
All right, you're a gas cloud until you don't want to be.
You're no longer restrained.
Cackle.
What?
I said I'm going to cackle in gas cloud.
I don't think can you talk? I guess it doesn't say you can't talk, so. Oh, no, it says you can't talk, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing to myself in gas cloud.
You can end the effect as a bonus action, apparently. It's not free to end.
No, wait.
Could you create...
it's on your next turn, you'll have to end it, so.
Could you create like pockets of low pressure inside of the gas cloud?
Oh, like fake thunder?
Thunder in order to...
It's not that kind of spell.
That's too bad. That would have been fun.
Alvis, it's your turn to hopefully keep your eyes averted.
Oh yeah, I can keep my eyes averted, but I still get to attack with normality. Do I get advantage because of the other people who are around me? Like double advantage?
Not advantage, just sneak attack.
Oh, just the sneak attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Nice. Yeah, that'll do.
Very nice roll.
That'll actually do all the way.
Nice.
Can you tell me how you want to like fit that in there between the snake?
Yeah, well, I feel as if I know where its head is based on where Naya was a second ago. I got to look at the body while Naya was covering up its head, and then I looked away as Naya was like rolling or tumbling with it.
Well, I feel like she, as the snake, has like pulled it back and like is forcing its head toward the ceiling, so its neck is just fully exposed.
Yeah.
Over scales.
So I'm going. I went with like a flick of the wrist after I had to look away, and was going to just like slice its neck right open, which apparently I did once I looked back.
It is done. It's done.
Basilisk guy is important for anything.
Naya, you feel the creature go completely limp in your grasp.
Cool.
Well done.
There's likely more. We'll probably get. Well,
I'm too fucking hyped. I can't make a proper investigation of the area.
No, but somebody needs to make sure we harvest that corpse.
oh, we will.
And I don't think any of you are aware of what's happened to your friend Ambergreen. Do you all want to take a turn for him to be able to come back?
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you mean, take a turn for him to be able to come back? What do you mean?
On his turn, he'll be able to turn back into a dwarf.
Right, because he's a cloud right now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean...
Did shout out ocean.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know if he has avoided being petrified, though.
Right, haven't looked back yet.
But if you just want to pause for a turn and let him come back and use a bonus action, then we can go to Ambergreen's turn.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
And Naya, are you going to remain a snake for this duration?
I think I will remain a snake for a little while, just as it might be useful as we continue to explore the cavern.
Yeah, you don't have dark vision, but Nimbus has a lantern, so as long as you're near him, you can see just fine. And then you've got that blind sight to help a little bit.
Yep.
Ambergreen, do you want to turn back into a dwarf instead of a cloud?
Sure.
I mean, it's up to you. You can stay a cloud for a whole hour.
No, I know. I will coalesce.
Okay. You are back, and the flakes of stone that assaulted you are gone.
Ooh, did you guys see that? I almost got stoned.
Yeah. I hear Basilisk's teeth are hard.
On the next.
All right, that's a very, very good spot of to save the day and come back next week. I think because it's getting pretty late, and you guys still have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
Right. So Evergreen is saved, not dead.
Okay, good.
I don't know why.
No,
Is he like still petrified though?
No, he passed the saving throw.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
Now, can somebody tell me what happened to that diamond that you found in Nasharala's hoard that one time?
I'm sure it went to Alvis because he gets all the gems.
No, I actually think it went to Nimbus. Didn't you use it for something, Nimbus?
Oh, that could be.
I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure I stopped using the 25 gold diamond. But let me check.
Only a 25 gold diamond.
Yeah, that was for
No, this was a much bigger one.
Yeah.
It was the one in the wall?
It was in a pile of gold.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
I gave it to you very much on purpose, and I really hope somebody wrote it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember when we got it, but I remember also that I didn't take it, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I don't believe it ended up with it. I don't think. Oh, 50 gold diamond. Yeah, that was the.
That's your old one. Yeah.
We're talking here. I don't believe I have it. We might have had the commission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is possible. There was one we handed off to Decus? Or
do you remember vaguely that there was a gem that you did not let me have that you did hand off to the commission? I must have forgotten about it because he didn't let me have it.
I have it right here that you all picked it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So either you handed it to the commission or I have it. And I gave it to... Let me look at my notes, actually. I have a note of all the things I sent to the guild. So if I sent them a giant-ass diamond, I would...
None of you have... I mean, Alvis, you also have everything you've ever picked up in your inventory.
Yeah. I did clean it a little bit, actually, just recently.
But there's no diamond in here.
No, I think we handed it off to the commission. I'm going to be honest.
You better go pick that up when you get home.
Right.
It could come in handy. You've got a cleric in your party.
Well, and you've got a druid who could now use 100 gold's worth of diamond dust. So, I mean, I need it for spells, just like the wizard needs stuff.
Does it just like rip itself out of the diamonds, like when you cast it, or do you have to like actually grind?
I have no idea.
You have to actually grind it.
Yeah, I assume you have to have it ground up to begin with, just in your pocket or something.
Well, though, you could just pour a potion of gaseous form on it and then have Van petrify it, right? And then...
Wow.
Oh, shit.
No. It stays gas while petrified. We discerned this.
Right, but it's petrified particles, so at that point it's gold dust. Or, I mean, diamond dust, excuse me. So while it's in that form, then you could use it. Good.
How do you petrify diamond?
I have no idea. So I'm just looking at when we get back to camp, I will order some diamond dust so that I have it for greater restoration spell, because right now I might be able to prepare that spell, but I don't have the diamond dust.
Well, you have a diamond, a big one, and I'll remind you.
No, I don't. I don't have it.
No, not right now, but it's out.
No, but we have in our resources. Yeah, exactly.
That's one of those ones you can cast for.
You can cast what?
Oh, it's big enough to do multiple things with.
Okay.
Don't worry, I gave it to you for a very good reason.
Okie dokie. Make sure we figure out that reason and just grind it on up.
Alright, gang. Good game, though. Is everybody going to be here next week?
I expect so.
That's my plan.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Alright, I'll see you then.
All right, thanks,
we'll continue
sir.
exploring this cave.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Good.
session, man.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. See you next time.
Yep. Night,